This is Brandon Cutler from AEW. You're watching Cole TV.
Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to our very special AEW All Out 2024 prediction show. Hard to believe All Out is finally here. Well, I'm joined by my partner, brother from another mother, Mr. B-Roll. How you doing, buddy? I can't talk.
I'm doing fine. I love our generic intro music. You know, like
This is officially the AEW All Out music, by the way. Look it up. It is official.
Okay, well, you know what? You want to know what it makes me feel like, honestly? Like,
What's that?
I'm some indie wrestler. I got booked in the freaking, like, Rumble match on, like, the indie show. There's, like, a total of, like, maybe, like, 15 people in the crowd. And I'm like gonna be like one of the first ones to enter, and I'm also gonna be like the first ones to get knocked out of the Rumble. That's how the music's making me feel right now. But
that was spot on.
You may feel that way. I feel like I'm pregnant by listening to this music. Anyways, also joining us tonight here on our All Out prediction show, she is the very beautiful, the very talented Cake Face Karlee. How are you this evening?
I am doing wonderful. I feel honored and privileged to be a part of this tonight with you, fantastic gentlemen. How are you guys tonight?
We're doing wonderful. Ready to talk some All Out, and of course,
we'll see if you feel the same way at the end of the show.
And of course, also join us tonight. Speaking of beauty, he's lactating at the moment right now. The best Gout Machine. How are you doing, sir?
I don't think it's the music that's making you feel the way you're feeling, XLJ.
I'm just spewing out of my nipples right now, and I'm so happy right now. The only downfall is the fact that Pat the Wise Man is not here.
Right? Gosh.
Right?
Oh,
I was told he was going to be here. I was hoping he would put a baby in me, but that's not going to happen. But I'm here for AEW All Out 2024.
Yes.
In Chicago.
Man, and if you're gonna make beautiful babies someday with Pat, I just know it.
One day.
I'm glad you said that, Chicago, because I have to start off the show with this. I'd be a little reminiscent, but my undefeated streak is over. So's B-Roll's too. B-Roll's 2 straight All Outs. I was at 3. This is gonna be the first one we're not at. I kind of B-Roll.
Wow.
I know. How are you feeling, bro? Like, unfortunately we're gonna miss this year's in person, and this is looking like an amazing show.
Yeah, it's a little weird because it's at the Now Arena for one.
It is. We love the Now Arena.
We love the Now Arena. It's very near and dear to our hearts. You got the double debut. It was my first pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Of anything.
I think it was, or was Forbidden Door before that. I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Well, we've went to so many shows. We've slept since then, but yeah. So it's going to be our first year not there, but we'll be there in spirit. And hey, I can just say this: cheap.
I feel you, because this is now the 40th year I've never been to Chicago.
There you go. But no, you can catch replays of our All Out vlogs from the past 3 years here on Cole TV. And before we move on, I'll say one thing that I don't miss about going this year is the fucking tolls. Fuck you, Chicago, and your fucking tolls. I said what I said. Nonetheless.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck your tolls, Chicago.
Yeah. And fuck you not let me have ketchup on a hot dog. I'm a grown-ass man. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Anyways, I'm sorry. We're getting off the side.
Hell yeah.
And that's coming from
America!
That's coming from a person who told me
I
would be murdered if I asked for ketchup on a hot dog.
You would have. I saved your life, bro, in Chicago. So. Well, nonetheless, we are going into All Out here. And I want to say this, too, about this show that I think is different from the past couple of years. Because the tie-in, like last year, we know it was like kind of a cluster because all the focus was on All In. And immediately we go into All Out. Thankfully, this year, we had a little bit of a breather a week. And I have to say, you got to applaud Tony Khan because the matches going into this show there is some big time matchups. There's some big grudge matches going into All Out. I mean, from top to bottom, even though this is what we're 2 weeks like removed from All In, like this is a solid freaking show. Like I'm pumped as hell to see this. I think it's and the thing is, last year All Out delivered. It's a great show. It's always delivered. It's always been a great show. This show could top it this year. I mean, it is that damn good and loaded. And by the way, I want to say this and preface this: at the time of this filming, we haven't seen Collision or Rampage, so I'm sure there's another match that is 0 hour. But nonetheless, what we know is going to come is like a solid show. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about this one. First up, we've got these former best friends, now bitter rivals, as it will be a Chicago street fight. And I believe it is for the CMLL Women's Championship, right? That's on the line in this one, right?
Oh, really?
I thought it was.
I thought they had said stuff about that before.
But it doesn't seem like they're, well, maybe it's not, but nonetheless,
That's Slade.
it's going to be a Chicago street fight.
Yeah, blood.
Now, Chris won the Eliminator match, right?
Yeah, so the whole point of this matchup was she gets a title shot.
Yeah.
That's why I thought this was for the CMLL Women's Championship.
I thought it was too. They certainly aren't really advertising it though.
No, they are not. But nonetheless, we got Chris Statlander going up against Willow Nightingale, and this rivalry, it's like bittersweet because I love both these ladies. Karlee, I know you're a big fan of these two as well. Like, are you torn apart like I am with this one?
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching, especially Willow, even a little bit longer than just in AEW and everything. But I don't know, both of them, they're so great. And, you know, Willow with her experience with street fights and everything. And this is going to be a good one. I am absolutely torn with this.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. This is going to be a damn good, like solid, just a good street fight. And I expect one of them to come out with some Chicago Bulls gear. I'm just saying, like that's got to happen, right?
Yeah, balls.
I mean, you have to.
Well, I mean, it would have to be Willow.
Yeah, so if that's the case, then what's Stat come out? Maybe like some Detroit Pistons gear, like one of the rivals of the Bulls, you know, something.
Okay. Say what you will about me after I say this, but Stokely Hathaway needs to come out in Isaiah Thomas jersey.
Oh snap! that would get the heat, brother. That'd get the heat.
He should come out looking like Deka.
Oh well, then he would be cheered and lauded. We'd love the man.
Very fantastic.
This one's a tough one to call. I could see this going either way. It's a split series between the two. I think we're gonna get the feel good moment at the end of this, though. I think Willow Nightingale is going to retain, or she's going to win this matchup. B-roll, what do you think?
I wish that we knew if the title was actually on the line or not, because I feel like that would drastically impact my decision. Honestly,
I think we should just play it that the title is on the line. Okay. Because, I mean, like I say, the whole point of this matchup, the reason it's happening is because Chris won that Eliminator match.
Yeah. I mean, if you were to ask me, I would honestly say I think Chris needs it more. I think it would do more for Chris. She's kind of taken, I feel like, more of the L's in this rivalry. Because they lost it all in as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is a prediction show, so you're asking me for my prediction of what I think's going to happen, because that's what a prediction is. I say Willow retains or wins.
Webster's dictionary definition.
I will say this. I think this is the match that it's one of the matches that is going to surprise people, and
Yeah.
I think it's going to be some of like people. It's going to be. I thought words are hard. Gosh darn it.
It's gonna.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
It's gonna steal the show. This is one of the matches that has potential to steal.
I
the
love you,
show.
B-roll.
Thank you. I love you too, Gouty.
Gouty, yes. Speaking of Gouty, how do you think this is going to go down, my friend?
Chris Statlander. Immediately, just say it's going to be Chris Statlander. Why? Because for two reasons. Willow Nightingale has won way too many matches in this rivalry. Two, Willow Nightingale looks just like my first wife. So she's going down. If my first wife ever smiled, that is what this woman looks like. So she's going down. Statlander all the way, because every night it's Saturday night.
Oh, God damn it, I love you.
Damn.
I hope you're right, buddy. I hope you're right. But
I would love it if Stat
God.
wins. Like, so after that, Karlee, who do you think?
Whew. Well, I'm definitely swayed now. But I love Willow. I feel like, especially with being a street fight, I could see her winning this. But I do agree with Best Scout with, Chris not having as many wins during this rivalry and everything. I don't know. Oh, God. Again, predictions show. So, I don't know. I think maybe Chris might actually take this.
I would be
Going
sure.
down.
I would say this: if the title's not on the line, I think Chris does win.
Oh, I could totally see that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could see that. But it's going to be a hell of a matchup come All Out this coming Saturday. Which, by the way, can we just say I love that this is a Saturday show and not a Sunday. Yes.
I can stay up a little later.
Oh man,
Oh,
you talk
shit.
about grud matches. You talk about matches that are going to be something else. Let's talk about this one. MJF 1-on-1 with Daniel Garcia. This is a match that's been building for months. Of course, as we know, Daniel Garcia returned it all in and essentially cost MJF the match against Will Ospreay. And I don't know. This is a new look. This isn't dancing Daniel Garcia. This is I'm gonna fuck you up, Daniel Garcia. Like this new Daniel Garcia, I gotta say, man, he's pretty intimidating. Like Gout.
This is the Red Death Daniel Garcia we're getting.
There you go. Like, how do you think this one's gonna go with MJF against Daniel Garcia? Gout.
Oh, I thought you were. I
It's good.
thought it was B-roll or her turn. It's like, oh no, this is going to be violent. This is going to be probably the most. I feel like we're going to see violence that should have also been in a steel cage match. I was almost expecting them to announce another steel cage match. Just have your own lockdown, guys. Come on, Tony Khan.
Nothing but cage matches.
Nothing but cage matches, man. I feel like we're going to be flinching. We're going to be flinching. Hell, one of them might even pull off a Tiger Driver.
Oh,
shit.
Like
okay.
I'm almost predicting that. But for like the actual winner of the match, I would say MJF.
I mean,
I think Daniel Garcia is not going to get an instant win.
But man, if it did happen, though, God, what the trajectory for
Oh, that'd
Daniel
be so
Garcia
sick.
would be
Oh,
huge.
I want him to win, but I don't see him winning. But if Daniel Garcia won, I would throw shit and cheer. I would grab glitter and throw it in the air.
I would be right there
Fuck
with
yeah.
you. You do the dance, yeah. Karlee, what do you think about this one with Daniel Garcia and MJF?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to agree. I mean, this one's gonna be violent. Just the words they had to say to each other, just this past Dynamite alone was like, what a hell of a way to start Dynamite and everything. But this is gonna be an insane match. And like I said, I'm gonna have to agree. Even though I would love to see Daniel Garcia win, I don't see him winning.
Yeah, I desperately want it to, but I had an agreement with you too. I don't think MJF's going to lose back-to-back matches. I don't think it's ever happened to him before in AEW, as far as I remember.
No.
But would it hurt MJF if that happened? No, not really.
No.
But B-roll, what do you think about this one?
Well, I am going to refer to my good friend, Smarty Smart Mark, Mr. B-roll.
Oh shit!
Let's get him out.
This
here.
fucking guy.
Give me just, excuse me. Okay, so what I'd like to talk about here is one. As I was reading this dirt sheet earlier today, that people believe that Daniel Garcia has signed a new contract, but that actually he may not have actually signed a new contract, and some people. Especially the dirt sheet that I was reading earlier today off of the Book of Face, it was saying something about this match could play huge implications on what the future of Daniel Garcia is in AEW. So who knows? I mean, this could be their way of writing him off of AEW.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah. So you think MJF's going to win?
Could be.
Yeah. I do think MJF is gonna win. I don't know why I turned Southern all of a sudden, but
yeah, I'm a little confused and turned on at the same time. Yeah.
It happens. Got a little bit of a drawl in my throat, but I'm gonna
that's even hotter.
I'm gonna let Mr. B-roll come back out here, and but just wanted to inform you all of that. I will come back out if I need to during this show.
You sound and look like you manage a Target, and I respect that.
Hey, last thing I'll say.
Oh my god!
I do look darn good in a red polo.
Fair enough.
I know you got some Brody King Chase figures in the back.
Yes, give them to us. Show us where the red dot deals are. Anyways.
What are you talking about? Did I miss anything?
You didn't miss anything, buddy.
Okay. So is it my turn? Am I giving my
Yeah,
here?
go ahead. Who do you think's
okay.
gonna win?
Yeah, so super excited for this one. It's kind of come together kind of fast. I mean, yes and no. I mean, it has played out over weeks with MJF taking Daniel Garcia out, then Garcia coming back, costing MJF. Which what's interesting about this show is like there's a lot of pun intended and reference intended bad blood.
Yeah, a lot of grudge matches are on this show.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to kill each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like you gotta wonder, like, they can't be getting color in every match, or maybe they could. I wouldn't be mad at it, but
I think there's going to be a couple, and this is one of them that's in line for that for sure.
Yeah,
Shit.
I mean,
hell, I was planning on bleeding for the show. Oh no.
But so picking a winner here, I feel like the safe bet is MJF, and I say that mostly as a selfless wrestling fan because I feel like there's more meat on the bone here in this rivalry, and I want to see more of it. But yeah, if Garcia did win, it would be huge, and I would be happy about it. But my prediction is MJF.
Yeah, I think we all want Daniel Garcia to win, but at the end of the day, MJF is better than you, and we know it. So it's going to be a great matchup, though. This is going to be another one that could steal the show. It's going to be one of the highlights of All Out this year. What? This match is on here? I'm sorry, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is the piss break match. Don't get me wrong. These guys are all great competitors. I have no emotional attachment to this matchup. I really don't give a fuck. Like, I'm going to be straight with y'all. I think the tag team division in AEW has went to shit. It's boring to me. this is a hot
to
take.
me.
It's sad to see.
It's just like what
Like,
the, there's great teams there, but it's like, what the fuck are we doing? I don't really care for this. I don't. Young Bucks win. I'm moving on.
Yeah.
What do you think, B-roll?
Yeah. I mean, this was literally added on Dynamite, the go home show of Dynamite for this pay per view. It makes me wonder. Was this supposed to be the Lucha Brothers? That's what I wonder.
A lot of history at All Out in Chicago between Lucha Brothers and Young Bucks.
Greatest steel cage match of all time.
Yeah, I was there. I seen it.
Bastards.
But
Lucky.
I just don't know. Wouldn't we be 10 times more excited if this was grizzled young veterans? Like
10 million% agreed.
Yeah,
Or
you're right.
better yet, I don't even need the Bucks on the show. Give me FTR against the grizzled young veterans just in a tag match. That I can get sink my teeth into.
Still might be time.
Don't care. Yeah. So you're going with the Bucks on this one?
I really don't care. Honestly, can my prediction be like the real losers are the fans on this one? Like,
and it's a shame too, because all four of these guys are great competitors, regardless of Will or Yuta kind of having the personality of like a fucking toaster oven. But still, I mean, it's a solid in-ring like matchup. The physicality should be great.
But it could have been on Collision, and it would have been
100.
fine.
Yeah. But prediction show, you got to pick a winner.
Bucks retain, and then a pig flies through the air, and it's carrying Best Gout, and he ends up.
He's covered in honey.
Yes, he's covered in honey, and he.
Or Vaseline?
He sprinkles glitter all over the Young Bucks in celebration.
Okay, I like it. You somehow made this better. Gouty, what do you think?
All right. So for those of you who, and it's funny too, because I had this whole thing planned out and you sort of repeated what was in my head, which is kind of disturbing for a wrestling video. But I was going to say, I had scripted my brain. For those of you who watch these prediction shows, and I'm on it, and I know everyone watches them butt-ass naked, covered in Vaseline, they know that I hate it when it's obvious who's going to win. I hate it, because right now it looks like the Young Bucks are obviously going to win. I'm gonna say Blackpool Combat Club. We're just gonna be shocked.
Okay.
So yeah, boom, mic drop.
Gout out.
Yep. No, I'm still here.
Karlee, what do you think about this tag team title match?
I mean, I'm with you guys. I don't really think much about it, and I mean, as you guys have said, like, I like all these guys; they're great, but this is just, I'm gonna say the Bucks retain, and the ending does have to happen with Best Gout flying over them. Otherwise, we riot. So that's my prediction.
Glitter, glitter, glitter.
All the glitter.
Look at my naked body, everybody. Can't catch me.
Don't forget the flying pig.
And the flying pig, yes.
Flying pig.
Well, at the time, as we said this recording, we know that there's going to be some qualification matches on Collision, but there is going to be a four-way match for the AEW Continental Championship as Kazuchika Okada will defend. I don't know. Like, I feel like the qualifiers are kind of obvious. I feel like it's Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, and Takeshita, right?
Yeah.
So, yes. So, if you look at it, who does Okada have somewhat of history in AEW? Recent history, at least, right? So, obviously, Briscoe feuded with him in the Blood and Guts and everything. So there's bad blood there.
And Orange Cassidy, they got into it at the All In and the Gauntlet.
And then, Takeshita's back this past Wednesday and is like, Okada. Sorry.
I'll say this: if at some point we get a Takeshita Kazuchika Okada one-on-one matchup, like my nipples are gonna be so hard that you could cut diamonds on the fucking things.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
that
shit.
match.
Here's-
Holy shit!
Honestly, I think that is the purpose of this match.
I hope
Is
so.
to tease that.
Tease me.
I think it'd be awesome if this happened at Grand Slam. You could also see it happening at Wrestle Dream.
Oh, you
just
naughty
depends on
boy!
how quick they want to do it. But yeah, I think that's what this sets up.
I
Anybody
love
else,
that.
Does anybody else think that we could possibly get an Orange Cassidy heel turn?
I want that so bad.
I love that.
I'd
I want him to turn heel slowly.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. I know it hasn't even crossed my mind, to be honest with you.
I want him to turn heel and have it like not work out, like just like very badly and very slowly.
Because honestly, this was kind of gonna be my kind of shocker here. I think Orange Cassidy's gonna win it. I don't think he pins Okada, but I think he walks out the champion. I think Orange Cat, and then that's gonna set up Okada and Orange Cassidy like one-on-one, because I feel like that's the next feud they're going with Okada, is Cassidy against Okada. So that's my prediction. I think Orange Cassidy's going to walk out the new Continental Champion.
Yeah, see, I'm going to be boring. I'm going to say champion retains.
You're not wrong. Karlee, what do you think about this four-way?
Where am I? I disappeared for a second.
Oh,
I mean, there's a lot of great possibilities with this. I mean, of course, we know, well, at least we think we know who's going to be the other three in the match. It'd be cool for any of them, honestly. I'd love to see Takeshita take it.
Ooh.
But honestly, I feel like Okada's going to retain.
Yeah. I have another theory I want to say too on this, why I think Okada like drops it here, because I think they're going to move him on to challenge Danielson. I think you're going to get Okada Danielson 3 before it's all said and done with Danielson's career. I think that another reason for this match is to get the belt off of him. But Gouty, please tell us what do you think is going to happen in this four-way, because I know you know a thing or two about four-ways. And 5 ways.
Ah, yes. That's how I came into this world. Now, in a perfect world, the Beast Mordos would win, but it's not a perfect world. I'm going to say out of all these men, God, it's like I don't want to. I think Okada will lose. Who will he lose it to? God damn. I'm going to just go ahead and say it's going to be Konosuke Takeshita. Because he's overdue to like to have something there. For love of God, the guy beat Kenny Omega 2 times in a week, and they didn't do shit with him. So this is payback time, and he needs a belt on him stat right now.
I can't argue with that. I would love to see that if Takeshita walks out, and he had a hell of a G1 too.
Oh yeah. Now it's either going to go that way, or we're going to give it to Lance Archer.
Yeah. Oh, everybody dies, bro. Remember?
Everybody dies.
But I think this is a match, honestly, on this card. Like, there's not a whole lot of thought into it, but it's going to be a fun match, I think. It's like a four-way. Four-ways are always fun. So
it's still better than the tag match.
Oh, 100% better than the tag match. So anything's better than the tag match.
Same number of men. It's insane.
Yes.
Matt!
So many men.
All right, let's talk about this one. We got your TBS championship is on the line as Mercedes Moné will defend against Hikaru Shida, and we do know now that Camille is barred from ringside. I did like the matchup they had to have on Dynamite a couple weeks ago. I won't lie. I do love me some Shida, and I think one of the factors, and B-Roll and I was talking about this a couple days ago, Chicago loves Hikaru Shida. She is fucking way over. So that Chicago crowd, they are going to be cheering the fuck out of Shida. It's going to be holy Shida all night in this
Holy Shida.
But I think this one's honestly a pretty predictable one, in my opinion. I do think Mercedes walks out with the belt. But Gout, you tell me, what do you think of this TBS championship?
First up, before I say anything, when they announced that Camille was not allowed to be there, I was really hoping that she would be hovering over the ring in a shark cage. But no, that's not
yeah.
happening. I just felt like that would have happened. That's how I would have booked it.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of obvious Sheeta's not going to win. It's going to be Mercedes Moné, 100%. Hopefully using a different finisher.
Facts.
I hate that finisher. She
Yeah.
botches it every time. Or who knows? Maybe Sheeta will win, but no, she won't.
But she's the CEO. CEO. Anyways, there you go, Karlee. I like it. Karlee, who do you think's going to come out on top on this TBS
Where's
championship?
my hands of glitter?
Well, I mean, who I want to win and who I think is going to win are definitely completely different. I would love to see Hikaru Shida win so much. I love her, but I agree with you guys. It's just obvious, unfortunately.
It is what it is.
Money.
B-roll. Who do you got in this TBS title match?
Dare I be bold here?
Ooh.
Be bold.
Dare I go?
Oh shit!
Dare I
Are
go
we
against the
prepared?
grain?
Do we need
Okay.
lubricant for this?
Probably.
Gout's
Hold
got us
on.
covered.
Get your Lutrum foot spray. Now, let me paint you a picture of what I think could possibly happen. Camille's barred from ringside, but that's it. It doesn't mean that anybody else is barred from ringside.
Facts.
Okay.
There's a certain DMD who's not booked on this show.
Yeah. I don't know, though. Do you think we go back to that, or do you think we're done with that? Because, I mean, there's kind of some mixed reviews about that matchup at All In.
Maybe they can have a better match.
I would love that. But, I mean, you're at the big stage, and it not to deliver, it's kind of a, I don't know.
I'm gonna say this right now. Britt Baker's showing up in this match, I think. Some way, somehow. I don't know if she cost her the title. I don't know. Maybe they did pivot from it. But
Well,
this is my bold prediction. I think Britt gets involved, costs Mercedes the match. I think Sheeta wins and becomes the first to ever hold the TBS title and the AEW Women's title.
Wow.
They love them some Sheeta.
This is fact.
It's gonna be a moment. If you think about it, she was the first to be a 2-time champion. They do like them some Sheeta. That's all
true.
I'm gonna say.
And then Moné could go after the women's world championship.
That's true too. Well, I'll tell you this, B-roll. If your prediction comes true, and that Chicago crowd, that is going to be like the equivalent of like at a Sailor Moon. That's going to be more moist in there than a Sailor Moon convention. Let's just put it that way.
Moist.
Very moist.
Moist.
Let's just say this: there's not enough Vaseline in the world.
No. Because on our
got 10 more
shows,
of these.
We like to talk about lubrication and Vaseline. I feel like we need to get a sponsorship.
Right.
Mine's bigger.
Shit, Karlee, we need to get some Vaseline. Like they got us be here. Like I don't have any near. I'm gonna go get some.
Almost empty.
Oh, you poor thing.
Oh, my lips are chapped.
Ooh, now this one though. Ooh, shucky ducky.
Ooh.
Quack quack. Oh, B-roll's got plenty good because, buddy, I
Not
think you're
quoting
gonna
the
need
Bible.
it. I think you're gonna need it for this one, buddy, because we got the AEW International Championship is on the line as Will Ospreay will defend against the bastard Pac in like what is I mean, I know they've met before, but I can't think of them meeting on a bigger platform than this at All Out. I think they've met like over in England and stuff, right? But I don't recall them meeting in AEW ever before, right?
Right.
So, I mean, this match, it writes itself. Like the two Englishmen going at it, it's just crazy. Ospreay coming off that amazing match at Wembley with MJF, and now going right into this incredible matchup against Pac. Like, this match is going to be fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
Is the best way to describe it. Like, B-roll, I know Ospreay's your boy,
Mhm.
but
Yes.
you've got to be torn here because you love the bastard Pac too. Like, what do you think's going to happen in this international championship match?
Yeah, this I don't even know if you want to call it a feud or whatever, but it's been like quietly like really good, and it's mostly like due to Pac and like his delivery and his demeanor and everything. Like I love the part with on Dynamite the other night where it's like Ospreay comes out for like Ricochet, and it's like, oh, don't you dare forget about me, Willie boy. Like,
Oh, and that sick Poison Rana he did on
Oh.
the stage.
yeah. So, this match, as the kids would say, it is gonna be a banger for sure. I do think Ospreay retains. What would it do for Pac to get that title? Not really anything other than make him a double champion again.
Well, and also too, correct me if I'm wrong here. Pac was the first ever international champion, right?
Correct.
I totally forgot that.
At that time it was called the All Atlantic Champion, and we were actually
Yep.
there for that when it happened.
We've seen it, and you can catch a replay of that here on Cole TV on our Forbidden Door vlog. Anyways,
Because dang straight, we are all about a cheap plug, and also on that same exact vlog, you will see a banger of a match with Will Ospreay and Orange Cassidy.
yeah, facts. But
But I'm not going against my boy here.
yeah,
Ospreay retains. Shout out to fellow family member PW60, Cole TV's bestie Spicy Guac, because he's gonna try to get me a Ospreay micro brawler because he is going. So
yeah, Spicy gonna be. Shout out to you, Spicy. We love you, brother. We miss you. Oh, I wish we could be going back with our family. That was a
I would
highlight
kiss
for me
you on
last
your
year.
forehead right now.
We had such an amazing time going with with Hambone and Spicy and CDC and MJ. Oh, it was such a good time.
Yeah, it was really cool last year because we did all end up getting to sit together, so it was really cool.
It was amazing. Karlee, what do you think about this one with Ospreay and Pac?
I mean, this is going to be an amazing match. Like you said, like Pac being the inaugural champion, first being versus the All Atlantic. We have Will Ospreay that is probably, if not my favorite, one of my favorite wrestlers ever.
It's okay. He can be your favorite. It's okay.
It's okay.
He should be everybody's favorite.
Bruv.
But I don't know. I don't think I can bet against Will Ospreay either. I think he's going to retain this.
Yeah. I think you hit the nail on their head. I can't see him betting against Ospreay. Gout, tell me, what do you think's going to happen? And I got to know is I don't want to ruin it. I just want to hear it because I think I know what's going to be involved in this.
Here we go.
See, I don't know if I'm like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to say what you're expecting, but I'll say a couple of things. First off, every year for like the past 9 years, I write a list of like the best matches of the year. And right now I'm getting sick of realizing that Will Ospreay is going to be on damn near every match I'm writing. And I know for a fact that this match is probably going to end up in my top 10. We're all going to orgasm. Our minds are going to be blown. We'll be brubbed so hard. We'll be brubbed the entire night. We'll be brubbed in our faces so bad because of this match. Brub me hard, Will Ospreay.
That needs to be a shirt so bad.
Bruv me. Oh God, I can see it now.
Rough me.
The only thing I feel like you're missing, Gal, is I was hoping we were gonna get like some Doctor Who TARDISes in the sky or something.
I was waiting for that.
Ah, shit. Yeah, the match, of course, like the match will be mind-blowing. We're going to see Doctor Who TARDIS flying through the air. Harry Potter people are going to be flying through. Mr. Bean's going to drop it down. I'm trying to think of another British thing. Someone say something British. Game of Thrones dragons. I don't know.
Gordon Ramsay.
Danger Mouse.
Fish and chips.
Man, people are going to explode with fish and chips in their pants. My pants are already wet from talking about it. Will Ospreay's winning.
Yes.
I mean England, not America.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Oh, there's
shit.
the TARDIS right there.
Shit, man, you see like the other side of my room. Nah, screw it. I got a bunch of Doctor Who shit all over the place.
It's pretty neat.
Ooh-wee!
But this is another one. There's so many matches on this show can steal the show. This one easily could do it. And it probably will. So, but it's going to be an amazing encounter for that international title. So,
Rub my face off.
I got you, bro. Well, let's
That's
talk
like a
about.
life quote.
I need the shirt. I need it.
Yeah.
But let's talk about your AEW World Championship. It's on the line. And remember, Bryan Danielson has said that once he loses that championship, that's it. This is the end. Like we thought maybe it was going to be the end in Wembley, but nope, he's going to stick around a little bit longer to defend that championship. Jack Perry's the first contender to this. It makes sense too on paper. You think about it, because Jack Perry did defeat him in the what was it? Not Stadium Stampede, but the Anarchy in the Arena match. I mean, Jack Perry is the TNT champion. Which is technically the number 2 title in AEW, right? So I mean, that automatically would make him the number 1 too. He's number 2. He's been on a roll. And let's think about this. Like, think about where Jack Perry was this time last year and to where he's at now. And I got a feeling that Chicago crowd is probably going to eat him alive.
They're gonna love him.
I would love it if they did. That would be so
That'd be fucking
amazing.
hilarious.
I fucking loved in England where they were like, fuck CM Punk. Fuck CM Punk. Like, all right, they get it. They know what's up.
I wouldn't be shocked if the crowd turned like an AEW fashion. I mean, and that would be a sign of the times, man. Let me tell you something. But
I don't know if it's gonna happen in Chicago though. Honestly, I'm gonna eat some crow here, and I don't have to eat crow here, but I'm going to, because you, sir, you know I said this when
I was going to bring it up, but yes.
When this was announced, I said to you that it reminded me a little bit of when Jack Perry got announced for the opponent for Sonata at Forbidden Door. And I'm going to say this. I was wrong.
But also, why don't you say what you did talk into the universe on PW60? Because you did bring up some good errors here, or some good points, I should say. Because Danielson did make his debut at this very arena. And like I say, I was there. Plug is on Cold TV, another cheap plug. But who was in that ring with Danielson when he debuted? Well, I mean, they took out the Elite, but who was standing by his side? It was Jack Perry. Jack Perry was one of the guys there. So.
Actually, it was Jungle Boy.
Okay, fine. Jungle Boy.
Whoever that is.
Yeah. Full circle moment, though. Could Jack Perry be the one that retires Bryan Danielson? Like, I mean, it doesn't get much more heat than that.
He is the scapegoat.
That would be wild.
I think they would have to police escort him out.
Yeah.
If he did.
Yeah.
Chicago would be on fire.
Literally.
Again.
It would happen all over again. The city would be fucked. At the end of the day, though, I think realistically speaking, I think we've got some room to run here on the Danielson title reign with the AEW championship. He's not going to lose his first championship to Vince. Danielson's winning this. It'll be a great matchup, but Danielson's winning this.
And I'm just going to say right now, he better come out to Final Countdown. That's all I got to say.
Well, Do they got enough money left over? If they've if they've signed if they've signed that WBD deal, then yeah, they're gonna have plenty of money. They can do it. You can do it, Papa Khan. I believe in you. Gout, I see you over here like
NFL's getting
salivating.
ready to start. You're gonna have like so much money from the Jaguars and jersey sales and ticket
Are they, though?
revenue. You got this.
Little light bulb went off in my head right now, and I'm like, I think, it's great because you got the scapegoat versus the goat. You got the psycho knee versus whatever the fuck he calls his knee thing he does now. But I wanted to make a joke and say Jack Perry would like retire. I'm like, no. Obviously, Bryan Danielson's going to win. Bryan Danielson's going to win. And then some music's going to hit, and you're going to see a little countdown. And out comes Father of the Year, Christian Cage, who has a title opportunity whenever he wants.
That's true.
Oh, shit.
We can't forget about Christian. He could.
Christian would want to beat and retire Danielson all in one swoop. Is this dad still alive? Someone check on him.
Oh, shit.
That's interesting because Danielson's father isn't with us, so
Oh,
it could, yeah, it could happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
It's okay, buddy.
TARDIS is flying in the air. Fiction chips in my pants.
Karlee.
Where's Pat the Wise Man?
Yes, Karlee. What do you think is going to happen in this world title match?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to agree with you guys. I don't see Bryan Danielson having the belt taken off him, like, especially after that feel-good moment at All In and everything. I just do not see the belt being taken off Bryan yet. However, if it did, oh my God, that'd be
a shocker.
That would be truly shocking, and we would all have to worry about Jack Perry's health until he got onto a plane.
Let me say this. I do think that one of the quote unquote pillars is going to take the title off of Danielson.
Ooh.
It's not Jack Perry though.
Agreed.
Sammy Guevara.
Yeah.
Britt
God.
Baker.
Very.
Well, nonetheless, I think this is going to be a fun championship matchup.
Shania Twain.
Shania Twain.
Shania Twain.
Wait, wrong show.
Oh, yep. Shit. Not Monday. Like I say, nonetheless, it's going to be a fun matchup. I don't think anything's going to happen here for, like I say, for the obvious reason, but I think the talk of All Out is going to be what we're about to talk about next, because we've talked about all of your sanctioned matches. Folks, I can tell you've been watching this a long time. I can't recall in probably the past 20-something years going into a matchup that this is literally a very heated rivalry. Let's leave it. Let's say that. Because here we are. We've got, it's lights out. It's non-sanctioned. It is the steel cage matchup. It is what's being dubbed the end of this rivalry. It's Hangman Adam Page. It is Swerve Strickland. And after what we saw this past Wednesday on Dynamite, holy fuck. Like, I tell you this, B-Roll and I were talking about this. We've talked about, like, oh, man, there's been so many great rivalries this year in the world of wrestling. And for the longest time, I've said Effie and Mance Warner is, like, the best rivalry this year. And that was a great rivalry. Karlee, you know how great that rivalry was.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, another great rivalry. But I'm sorry, but what happened this past week, like, this just got taken to a new fucking level. Like, nobody's touching what Swerve Strickland and Hangman Page have done. Like, this is best Gout. This reminds me. I almost feel like I'm back in like in the 80s or something, and we're getting ready to go watch Tully Blanchard and Magnum TA in a cage or something. That's what this feels like. This is the Webster's Dictionary definition of a steel cage matchup, what it should be.
I better see a broken chair leg in someone's forehead as a homage to that.
Oh, I would love that so much. Like the violence in this, the brutality in this is going to be second to none. I can't think of like a grudge match I've been this excited to see. And Karlee, I know you love your blood and guts. Like, what do you think is going to happen in this fucking steel cage match? Because this is just
God,
insane.
I mean, I always love seeing these two in the ring together. This is gonna be so insane. Someone's probably gonna get hurt legitimately. As far as prediction wise, I mean, I love Swerve. However, I think, especially with how the end of Dynamite was and everything, Hangman right now has that one up on Swerve, and I think he really found a way to fuck with him. And I think Adam Page is going to walk out the winner.
I mean, Hangman went to the levels like Gout. Wouldn't you say Hangman is at the level of heeldom that the Big Boss Man was in 1999? Think of that when he
really the only thing missing from this the whole story is like killing someone's animal. Like over in WWE, McIntyre's going to have to kill Larry to like be somewhere near this level.
Oh no!
Oh,
protect Larry at all costs.
Takes Larry with a ransom note.
Like you're going to like kidnap someone's child in order to like be in the level that Hangman has hit. He has hit a new level. He is right up there with Stone Cold Steve Austin pulling out a pew pew on Brian Pillman. Wait, was that the other way around?
It was the other way around, but
no, it was that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that shit was so intense. I already have a hat displaying the events. See?
Well, it's Bobby Hill committing arson, it looks like to me.
That is Hangman Page.
Oh god. Yeah, I mean this Hangman is at this new level. We've seen his character in B-roll. Like, I mean, you started your wrestling journey. What got you into it was the rise of Hangman Page. Did you think in your wrestling fandom of how you started watching Hangman Page and his career, his rise to the top of AEW to become champion? Did you think we'd be seeing this side of Hangman Page a couple years later?
No, definitely not. Actually, as I sit here, I can look to my left. I see a picture of us with Hangman.
Yeah.
He's the world champion. He's smiling. He's happy. He's enjoying life.
This man in this picture, this is not a man that's smiling. This is not the Hangman Adam Page. You know, cowboy shit is fucking gone. Okay, cowboy shit is over. It's done. This is like, I'm a psycho killer. I'm gonna fucking murder everybody in your family line, and I'm gonna fucking go piss on their graves. Like, this is the psychotic level that Hangman Adam Page has went to. And I think it's fascinating to me when you look at how this rivalry started and where it is a role reversal, because when it started, Hangman was the classic babyface. Swerve was a heel. And now it's the exact opposites. And it's like almost, and this is what I love about pro wrestling stories like this, is it's almost as if Hangman now has become what he hated the most. Like, he's stooped down to this level of Swerve. He's went beyond that. He's like left that in the fucking dust. That like burning down the house versus like sinking into somebody's house is a lot fucking different. And in some ways, let's call a spade here. Would you say Swerve he did bring this on himself? I mean, he pushed Hangman Page to the limit on this.
He broke into his house and they burned his house down. Next, if this goes further, he'll just end up fucking his mom.
Oh god. Well, I was gonna say I think he like ate all of his like tuna is what happened. Swerve went in Hangman's house. He ate all of his tuna, and here we are. No, but just
Oh,
the storytelling in this is just it's so good. This is what I love about pro wrestling, and this match is going to be the cherry on top of this rivalry. It is going to be the piece de resistance. It is going to be one of the most violent matches I think you've seen in a long time. And yes, I know there's different levels of violence, and we can talk death matches and stuff, but I mean that's different. This is with intent to fucking harm. This is with intent to massacre each other. I mean, these two want to end each other's careers.
I'm really curious because we think of the match they had at what was it, Wrestle Dream? Is that what it was? The death match, Texas death match.
I think it
No,
was.
that
Yeah.
was Full Gear.
Or Full Gear. Yeah, that was right. Yeah.
I was there for that.
Yeah. Oh, that's
That
right.
was
Yeah,
bloody.
you were there.
Ooh.
I was there, man. I damn near like shed a tear because I was like looking at Swerve going, dear fucking God, this guy is going to be like the next thing. This guy's going to be a world champion after this fucking match.
And it happened. And that's a beautiful point, Best Scout, because look at what Swerve has done since that rivalry put him on the map. Okay? Like what the stuff they did in the match, we constantly talk about going over and getting over. I mean, Swerve freaking was over in that match, man. Like it was his time. It was Swerve's house. And I mean, you could easily argue Swerve, he's easily a candidate for Wrestler of the Year. I mean,
yeah.
And you could even say he's like the face of AEW, man. I mean, it's just, to me, this writes itself. This is a classical, like, great wrestling story. This is like, to me, it's like as violent and as bloody and as brutal as it's gonna get. To me, as a fan, it's like downright romantic. I fucking love it. I love everything that they have done. I
love that you said it's romantic because I feel like at the end of their match they should kiss.
They have to.
That would be amazing. I would be, yeah. But they're going to be covered in blood. So, yeah, that could be kind of weird.
I mean, this match better main event.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that. If this match does, y'all, seriously, if you don't close the show with this, you are fucking stupid. Because there's nothing that's going to be able to follow this match. Nothing.
No.
You are fucking over all the talent and performers if they have to follow this, because it's not going to be possible to follow this.
Let me put it to you this way: if you're not putting this on last, put it on first, and then put that stupid tag match after it.
B-roll, normally I would agree with that assessment as far as like, but I honestly, I cannot see this placement on anywhere but the card but last. Like, even if they put it on first, you would be setting a precedent that nobody's going to fill. Like, nobody is going to get that violent. And there's some violent fucking matches on this card, but nobody's going to touch what Hangman and Swerve do to each other. That being said, like, it's a prediction show. We got to predict what's going to happen in this one. This one is, to me, out of all the matches, this is the most 50-50. But I honestly think this is the beginning of the new era of Hangman Adam Page. And I think he is just going to become one of the most vile and evil competitors in AEW. I think Hangman's going to win this cage match. Karlee, what about you? What do you think is going to happen?
I mean, in my heart, definitely torn. I mean, when it comes to Swerve, as I said already, I love this guy. I have seen his potential for so long, and the fact that he became champion and just everything about him. But I can't help that. I mean, Adam Page is a whole new man. And this man has vengeance and just fucking evil, like, in his eyes. And I see him walking out the victor in this match.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah, I think he's just got this new edge that just he's gonna ride that momentum.
Those eyes don't lie.
Yeah, look at that. It's like, God dang, dude. Speaking of eyes, Gouty. Yes. What do you think's gonna happen, buddy?
Now, I 100% believe the winner will be Hangman Adam Page. Why do I think he's going to win? Because he is super handsome, and I don't want him to burn my house down. I don't want him to pour sugar on my gas tank or have sex with my mom. Just, we're cool. We're cool, right? We're cool, Hangman, baby. I love you.
I think you, I think you guys are gonna be okay. B-roll. I gotta ask you, what do you think is gonna happen in this cage match?
I think like you said, very 50-50 on this one. It could go either way. The thing I keep going to with this matchup is with each of them, there's almost no level that they won't stoop to.
Yeah.
Like we've seen Swerve done some horrendous things. We've seen Hangman do some horrendous things. Like, and I sit here and I think, like, how do they top that Texas Death Match they had at Full Gear?
It's the only thing you can do is put a cage up on them. I mean, cage matches notoriously have been like some of the most brutal and violent matches in pro wrestling history. I mean, that's what settles rivalries has been the steel cage match.
Should have been exploding barbed wire death match.
Ooh, yeah.
I have a feeling. So let me say, I'm picking Hangman to win. I just have a feeling, like maybe a gut feeling, that part of it is Swerve might be written off for a little bit. Give him some time off. Because like we said, somebody is gonna get hurt in this match. Like,
yeah,
it's
someone gonna die.
It's gonna happen. I just Hangman needs this win. Like, if Hangman loses,
he does. What do you do? Where do you go?
Where does he go from here? He can't spiral much more.
Yeah.
Like, if he lost after burning this guy's house down, he might as well go back to like teaching English or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Take his ass back to church.
Take me to church. Sorry.
I don't see Hangman losing this.
Yeah.
I think he's willing to set Swerve on fire, literally.
And it could happen. It could happen. Because remember, it's non-sanctioned. It's lights out. Anything goes. Anything can happen.
He will set his mom on fire.
With a venereal disease. But seriously, this match is going to be amazing. Like, God, it to me, if they had nothing else but this match booked on the show, you're getting my $50 automatically. I got to see this match. Cannot wait. But this year's All Out. You've noticed a theme, a lot of grudge matches on this show, a lot of feuds going to be settled here on this show, and it's going to be incredible. But I got to ask you all this. Any surprises you think we get on this show? Because that's kind of seems to be the norm at Chicago shows. Could we see some new free agents join in AEW?
Who's available?
I'm going to say no.
I agree. I don't think there's going to be any surprises because honestly, at this point, this is such a loaded show. You don't need any surprises.
Well, and you did quite a few at All In. Yeah, and now a lot of that was catered towards that crowd.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to have one. Okay, I do have one surprise, but it's not. what you think.
It's not a debut. I wonder
not
if
a
we're
debut.
thinking a similar thing.
Maybe. Does it involve the AEW championship?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Does it evolve?
wait a minute. Yeah. We'll go with it. Get to the end of that matchup because I think we all want this. Danielson retains.
At least me and you want it.
Yeah. Well, no. I think there's a lot of people want this, and then I want fucking Nigel McGuinness to come out and set up that match. There's no way in hell they don't do Nigel McGuinness and Bryan Danielson one last time.
They're doing it. Don't tease us.
Yeah.
Don't stop at the foreplay. We need to go all the way through.
I want more than just the tip, damn it. I need the whole kit and caboodle, okay? I'm sorry, but homie don't play that. I need more than just the tip.
Your catch.
But seriously, I think that's the one thing, the guilty, greedy wrestling fan in me. That's what you're wanting too, right, buddy?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Karlee,
I want that all over my lower back.
Do you two have any predictions or any surprises or anything out of the ordinary? Poor Karlee. She's just over here like, wow.
Did anyone warn her about me?
A little bit.
I've had my fair share of previews of you. I've prepared for this.
I'm like, whenever anyone is introduced to me, I tell people warn them, give them a pie chart, explain me or something. Don't I'm not something you throw on someone out of nowhere.
But do you guys think any surprises, anything out of the ordinary?
I mean, maybe if anything, more stuff with the whole Mox and Marina Shafir type of thing. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe incorporating another person.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's all I can really think of as far as surprise.
I predicted it the last time this happened, so I'm going to make a prediction this time.
Uh-oh.
I think we get Adam Cole coming back.
Now that I agree. I could totally see he's due. Makes sense. I'm glad somebody brought that up because this would be 3 years removed from his debut in AEW. So, it could happen. It very well could. Ooh, what if he cost MJF the match against Garcia? That could happen.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Ooh.
I'm just saying. Well, nonetheless, All Out is going to be an incredible show. We are so excited to see it. Gout is
right along there with you.
Well, as we always do and close out any of our shows here on Cold TV, we got to do a plug-a-palooza. Karlee, please tell us where we can find you.
Well, on TikTok and Instagram, I am cakeface_Karlee. I am also here every week on PW60 as your GCW bestie, only on Cold TV. And I'm also part of World Championship Wreckage, and you can find me there every week.
There you go. Best Gout. Tell us where we can find you, bro.
Well, as everyone knows, I'm the Megan Thee Stallion of Wrestle Talk. I have $1 million knees and they look like biscuits. You can find Best Gout Machine on every single social media platform. I am available for podcasts. Please, if you need me for something, just ask. I am down to join anything at all. I want to be just balls deep into this world of wrestling content. I am 10,000K. I'm 10K over on TikTok. I'm better than everyone's stepdad.
Yes, you are. And of course, B-Roll and myself, you can catch us here on Cold TV. Of course, PW60 every Monday.
Oh, God, I'm on PW60. God,
We're all on PW60. Gosh, we're going to have so much to talk about this week on PW60 as well. Well, thank you all for joining us on our All Out 2024 prediction show. And as always, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Oh, look at those biceps. Yeah. Anyways, everybody enjoy All Out. And we'll see you when we see you. We'll see you Monday on PW60. Bye.
Bye.
Where's the